Hi, everybody. Tim Hagen, 6 o'clock in the morning, very early. I wanted to post this because I think about the workplace right now and what's happening. And I just saw something that was really interesting. I think it was on CNBC. They had a panel discussion, and a woman made a comment about AI. And she said, if you don't jump on it now, within 2 years, you're going to be 20 years behind. I don't know if she's right or wrong. What I will share with you from a coaching perspective, just that comment is going to require us to have conversations. So last night I was on the phone with a CEO client of ours, big company, multi-billion-dollar company, and he was bringing stuff up. And I said, do you ever just sit down and talk with your people? And the CEO said, no, I need to do that more. Because so much of what happens with AI and automation is we can trivialize human connection. Yet what do we crave? Human connection. So what I think is going to happen is I think AI is going to drive more human-based coaching conversations. Let me give you another example. I did a webinar yesterday with Training Magazine, awesome publication, great people. And I was sitting there chatting with some people online, and they were asking me questions around, do you think this is going to replace human-based coaching? I said, we have some fundamental things to think about. Number one, 85% of employees today significantly lack self-awareness, according to Tasha Eurich. And I love her book, Insights. I encourage everybody, I tell every client, buy that book. Because in her survey, 95% said, yeah, I'm highly self-aware. Yet only when she tested them, only 10% were. That's a huge fallout. And that's a lot for a leader to deal with. Another statistic, what is it? 71 to 73%, according to Gallup, are neutral or actively disengaged in the workplace, meaning only 2.1 to about 2.9 employees out of every 10 are positively engaged in the workplace. That's a daunting statistic for leaders to embrace. And so I have literally 4 or 5 clients right now, absolutely creating tailspins of information where things are being taken out of context and people are putting their own emotional spin on it. So I'm going to give you really kind of an obnoxious reaction. If you look at me, and I'm wearing a black jacket because my office is cold, and if you said to me, Tim, you look terrible in that jacket, I might go to 2 coworkers and say, so-and-so said that I looked ugly in that jacket. Now we put another adjective in there. I tell 2 people, they tell 3 people. Yeah, did you hear? The person who was criticizing Tim, they threw something at his head, and all of a sudden, people start to put their own spin on it, which leads to assumptions and judgments and labeling. I'll give you another example. I'm working with an organization in manufacturing where they have different dealers that they go to. On one hand, one person literally said to me, they come to our dealerships too much. It's none of their business, even though they have part ownership. On the other hand, another person, same level, same organization, said they never go out to the locations or the dealership locations. I said, never? Well, not all the time, not as much as they should. I said, what's the right amount? Well, I don't know. That's not for me to say. And what happens is if we go to an AI tool, we have to really remember something. Individual contributors are not going to say, boss, I really lack self-awareness and my attitudes things. You got an AI tool for me? It's not going to happen. It's going to require further human-based conversation. What are your thoughts?